Mr. Guban and went to go see Mr. Guban. What was so special about Mr. Guban that you had to exercise all this effort just to go see him?
Mr. Chairman, again, as I've stated, as a reporter, curious po kung malaman yung
Alam mo, Mr. Gutierrez,
Apo.
Kung sasabihin mo po sa akin na curious ka lang sa kalusugan niya, ang dami pong nakukulong dyan sa Senate at dami din na sa cite in contempt. Hindi ka rin ba curious sa lahat ng katayuan ng kalusugan ng lahat na nakukulong doon sa detention facility nila? Eh inamin mo lang ngayon, kay Mr. Guban mo lang po ginawa yun eh. Yun ang hindi ko po masyado maintindihan.
Pagpamanin po ninyo, Mr. Chairman, kung I'm creating a very negative impression, baka po inisip
No. I'm just trying to see, see it as the way it is. You admitted that it's not a regular practice for you to go see detained individuals. Sinabi niyo po yun. However, in the case of Mr. Guban, you went to go see the senator, the chairman, which is not easy to do. Humingi ka ng pahintulot, nakausapin siya, binigyan ka ng pahintulot, sinamahan ka, at si Mr. Guban ang kinausap mo. Kasi lang hindi mo talaga ginagawa ito eh. Ang hindi ko po masyado maintindihan, bakit sa lahat ng mga tao na nandoon, na nakukulong, na nasa cite in contempt, kay Mr. Guban mo lang po na ginawa yon. Yun lang po ang hindi ko masyado maintindihan.
I understand, Mr. Chairman, pero at the time po kasi particular po yung ibang, kumbaga po yung kaso kasi masarap pong sundan eh. When you're there from that day one, di po ba yung panahon po na
ganito na lang, tapusin na lang natin yung kwento sa may interest ka sa kaso, gano'n.
Maganda po yung kaso. Maganda po yung kaso. In fact, dala ko po rito, Mr. Chairman, with your kind permission, and I believe I've already submitted all of the articles I wrote at the time dito po sa atin pong secretariat. Pamanin na lang po kung kukunti po ang dala ko pong kopya ngayon. And from there, you will also see na hindi po malabong magalit po sa akin si Mr. Guban at magtanim siya ng galit hanggang ngayon sapagkat wala naman po talagang akong naisulat na maganda po hinggil sa kanyang mga ginawa at mga pangyayari sa customs ng mga panahon.
Anyway, yun lang po, Mr. Gutierrez, ang tinatahi ko lang po dito sa mga notes na ginagawa ko. Kasi doon sa kwento na nangyayari, yun lang po yung hindi ko masyado matugma. Parang special case lang po itong si Mr. Jimmy Guban. So, Mr. Jimmy Guban, other than Mr. Gutierrez, was there any other personality that went to go visit you while you were detained at the Senate facility?
No, except my family, Your Honor.
So maliban sa pamilya mo, si Mr. Gutierrez lang?
Your Honor, siya lang. Then the later part, Your Honor, inalaw naman na yung iba ko. Of course, yung lawyers, then other relatives.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to get that clear. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair. Very quick.
Yes,
with the indulgence of Congresswoman Jinky.
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah, very quick. In relation to the question of DSJJ, I'd like to ask Jimmy Guban. Jimmy, matatandaan mo ba ilang minuto o ganong katagal yung pagbisita sa'yo ni Mr. Paul Gutierrez?
Your Honor, few minutes lang ho.
Few minutes? Okay. Mr. Paul, Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask Mr. Paul Gutierrez, following the logic, the line of questioning of DSJJ, sabi mo, you went beyond to source out your information because maganda para sa yung story niya. So, you were there as to what? Just simply ask him his condition, di ba? Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
One among the things, Mr. Chairman.
Were you trying to do a exclusive interview with Jimmy Guban?
Opo, Mr. Chairman. And in fact,
wait lang.
in my...
So, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Go ahead po.
Di ba, as a media practitioner, it takes some time to require o to nakadetain po siya, di ba?
Opo.
You should, hindi ba, so ibig sabihin parang ano po yung pagbigay sa iyo ng permit na bisitahin si Jimmy Guban? Did you ever mention to the chairman, for example, that you will be seeking an exclusive interview with Jimmy Guban?
Ang natatandaan ko pong sinabi ko po is, Sen, baka pwede ko bang masilip si Guban nun? Tingnan ko nga kung totoo bang
Well,
may sakit to.
that would constitute lying to the chairman of the Blue Ribbon
Ano,
Committee. If
hindi
you are indeed, wait lang, if you are indeed seeking for an exclusive interview, it will take more time than ilang minutes ba ang Jimmy Guban yung ano mo?
Your Honor, few minutes.
Few minutes.
Opo.
So ibig sabihin, now you're telling me that you are trying to seek an exclusive one-on-one interview with Jimmy Guban kasi masyadong masarap sa'yo, sa word mo, masarap ang istorya, and yet hindi mo sinabi sa chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee na yun ang gagawin mo, and yet hindi mo sinabi dito sa committee na ito. Ang sinabi mo originally is gusto mo lang bisitahin si Jimmy Guban dahil gusto mo lang malaman kung ano yung kalagayan niya.
As I mentioned, Mr. Chairman, curious nga po ako sa ano.
But I presume that as a experienced media practitioner,
Opo.
you went beyond your call of duty. Dapat ho pag ang beat ninyo is Senate, in fact dapat satisfied ka na kung ano yung mga testimonies nila kino-cover niyo sa Senate while they're doing the investigation. We also have a House Media Corps here. So ang ginagawa po ng mga media natin dito, kasi House rules, dapat makipag-coordinate sila sa SecGen, dapat kung meron mang, tama po yung sinabi ni DSJJ, kung meron pong bibisita na media dyan sa detention facility, dapat mag-course through sila ng proper request. Kasi hindi basta-basta yan pinupuntahan And karamihan po sa mga media house na ang bit nila dito sa House of Representatives, they only cover whatever is being discussed during the committee. And yet you, as a media practitioner, you went beyond, yung regular na processes ninyo. Kasi pumunta ka mismo sa kanya Kasi sinabi mo, gusto mo lang batiin at tingnan yung kalagayan niya. And now you're telling me, based on what I ask of you, will you be doing exclusive interview? Sabi mo, yes. Ilang minutes lang pala yung mo dun Can you actually extract information by just simple, kumusta na yung kalagayan mo? Or if you're really wanting to do an exclusive interview with him?
Mr. Chairman, among the critical question lang naman nga po na tinanong ko sa kanya, ano ang gagawin niya kung inalaglag siya, kung siyang idiin, hindi share to. At sabi nga po niya sa akin, hindi po pwede, mas marami akong alam sa kanila. So it would not take me several minutes or hours, Mr. Chairman, to
You know, you're being absurd, Mr. Paul Gutierrez, because I know you to be a smart and intelligent media practitioner. You would not do that to seek for a one-on-one interview. Just simply to ask the person, kumusta ka at for several minutes. Alam mo, marami po kami dito na i-interview ng matagal. Lalo na pag one-on-one. Hindi po ilang minuto lang po yan. And if you're really interested in knowing his condition, you should have asked the Senate physician. Why go to his room? Why?
Can you kindly
Yeah, please. Why? Tell me, because hindi namin mapagtagpay yung rason mo. Because I believe that you are really a professional media practitioner, and I do believe that you are. That's why it's for your reputation to do that. It's impossible for me. Alam niyo po yung standard, ethical standard ng journalism, hindi ho ba? Member ho ba kayo ng KBP?
Opo.
Di ba? You cannot just simply go to a detained person without asking the necessary request from, for example, if detained yan. Di ho ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
So I mean, at least at the very least, you have violated several ethical standards as being a journalist. Why gone through that, why do you have to do that just so that you can ask Mr. Guban, how is he? Is it correct na may tension niya is fluctuating? And now you're telling me, dahil tinanong kita, na actually gusto mo is exclusive interview kasi masarap sa iyong balita. And yet, ilang minuto ka lang nagstay doon.
Yes,
You should have used that access na binigay sa iyo, if it's true, na binigay sa iyo ni Senator Gordon, na umupo doon ng 2 oras kung exclusive yung interview mo doon. Gusto mo?
No, not necessarily, Mr. Chairman. I believe in the context na iniisip po ninyo na exclusive interview na
No, I
dapat
ask you that, no? We can go back to the records. We can go back to the records. I ask you that kasi masarap, sabi mo, yung interested ka doon sa istorya.
Opo.
Oh, so I presume, since you are a very good media practitioner, I ask you, were you seeking to have an exclusive interview with Mr. Guban? You said yes. We can go back to the records.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I mean, in that sense, Mr. Chairman, yung sinasabi ko pong makakuha ng exclusive interview sa kanya is yung makakuha lang po ba ng kahit po isa kapirasong ano lang at pwede na po sa akin yun.
So assuming without conceding that you really did want to hold an exclusive interview, how is your questions to Mr. Guban, kung kumusta na siya, help you, your article, to print out a magandang balita?
Well,
how is kumusta ka na? Tama, hindi pala, wait lang, let me ask you this. Yung sinabi mo, gusto mong malaman is kung yung condition niya, no? Okay, na binigay niya sa'yo kung totoo. Assuming na yun ang talagang tinanong niya sa'yo. Tell me, and please convince me, Mr. Paul Gutierrez, Mr. Chairman, how is getting that answer from Mr. Guban about his condition make your story worth reading?
Well, Mr. Chairman, again, with your kind indulgence, Mr. Chairman, nandito naman po lahat ng mga artikulong nagawa ko.
No, you answer my question first before I will
My
read
answer to your
article.
question, Mr.
How
Chairman,
is knowing his condition make your story worth reading to the public?
because Mr. Chairman, after seeing his demeanor at the time, I'm convinced na hindi po totoong masama ang kanyang kalusugan.
And that's the only story that you want to print
and that's
out?
why, Mr. Chairman, lahat po ng mga sinulat ko, narito po lahat yan, I believe this will be the basis kung bakit po nagalit siya sa akin.
Ilang minutes
Dahil nga po, nilagay ko po dito, ako rin po una nagsabi na ilalaglag po niya si Colonel Asierto. Ako rin po ang...
Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that. I just want to press on that issue because I want to go with, I want to at least try to understand the circumstance between the meeting of these two. As an average-minded person, I want to know exactly what happened. Yung oras na nag-usap sila, ilang minuto, and his access to the detention, his very access to the detention facility of Mr. Guban to visit him is his being a media practitioner. So gusto ko lang pagtagpi-tagpi. Now, I'm not convinced that just simply asking Mr. Guban his condition is worth to write in his article and worth for the public to read. Now, he can simply ask that to the Senate physician. Mr. Chair. Mr. Paul Gutierrez, I just want to remind you po, please be straightforward and be honest with your answers. Thank you, Mr.
Chairman, briefly lang.
Mr.
Thank you, Congressman Adyong, Congressman Keith Flores, and then
Just two questions lang in relation to this
and then
matter,
Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Dan Fernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I would just like to know how long Mr. Paul Gutierrez has been covering the Senate.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chairman. Actually, I brought with me here.
It's a simple question. How many years have you been covering
I
the
think,
Senate?
well, my old IDs showed that I'm already covering the Senate since 2011, Mr. Chairman.
In 2011, up to the time you visited Mr. Jimmy Guban, how many detainees did you visit in their room to check on their medical condition?
Parang pong wala po, Mr. Chairman.
Wala. So only Mr. Jimmy Guban ang binisita mo to check on his medical condition of the years that you've spent covering the Senate, correct?
Wala naman. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Flores. Congressman Fernandez.
Mr. Chairman, medyo curious lang ako daw, Mr. Paul Gutierrez, doon sa mga articles that you have written. How many articles are you holding right now?
Siguro po mga nasa mahigit 20 po ito, Mr. Chairman. I made the submission much earlier po nung una pong nabanggit yung akin pong pangalan dito po sa pagdinig sa atin pong secretariat. Meron po akong extra dito, Mr. Chairman. I'm willing to give it to you later.
And all those articles have been published.
Opo, Mr. Chairman. Na-publish po ito.
Exclusive story po yung ginawa niya.
Yung iba po dito, exclusive. Yung pong iba dito, if you're familiar, if you're getting yun pong flow ng akin pong kinukwento, bakit ko po siya binisita doon, makikita po ninyo sa flow ng aking mga inilabas na balita, not many of them are taken in that very brief time po na magkausap po kami doon po.
Sige, Mr. Gutierrez, kindly submit all those articles
Yes, Mr.
in this
Chairman.
committee. Maraming salamat po. In the spirit of fairness, will be accepting all those documents pertaining to your articles. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman. Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Congressman
Chair.
Abante.
I'm just interested, no, kasi nabanggit kanina na Jimmy Guban, yung commissioner, nabanggit po kanina yung commissioner, pero hindi mo binigay yung pangalan. Ano yung pangalan ng commissioner?
Your Honor, Commissioner, ng
Meron ka binagay na commissioner ng customs kanina, testimony mo. Meron siya binanggit kanina. We can go to the record.
Sino yung commissioner ng customs during the time na nasa
during your time.
intelligence officer ka?
Your Honor, yung ibang case during the time of Commissioner Feldon, but the magnetic lifter was apprehended, Your Honor, during the time already of Commissioner Lapina.
Commissioner La Peña. So thank you, Congressman Abante. The next to interpolate is Congresswoman Jinky Luistro, and then Congressman Jay Kung-hun, Congressman Dan Fernandez, and then Congressman Adion.
Thank you, Mr.
You have
Chair.
10 minutes, Congresswoman Luistro.
Before I proceed to my interpellation, I wish to manifest the letter sent by Attorney Emerito Kilang and Attorney Rot Siv Comigad. I believe these are counsels of Colonel Ruyina Garma. I share the sentiment of the Quadcom for its integrity being casted with doubt because of the testimony of Colonel Grijaldo during the Senate investigation that our chairman, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, coerced and harassed him. And I wish to invite the attention of the committee and the general public about this joint statement of the two lawyers whom I believe are present during that alleged incident or meeting. If I may quote, Mr. Chair, the two lawyers state in this joint statement, we would like to shed light on the nature of the interactions we observed. The discussions were focused on ensuring clarity and understanding of Colonel Garma's affidavit, particularly regarding any knowledge Colonel Grijaldo might have about the reward system mentioned in it. At no point did any of the congressmen attempt to pressure Mr. Grijaldo into confirming to a predetermined narrative. Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest that this letter clearly our Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez from the allegations of grave coercion and harassment about that incident which allegedly transpired during the hearing where Colonel Grijaldo attended as testified to during the Senate investigation. And with the enlightenment that was given to us by the Council of Record of Colonel Garma, I am urging the Quad, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, to take the necessary action in order to penalize the perjured statement that Colonel Grijaldo gave during the Senate investigation, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that, Congresswoman Luistro. Let it be of record that the letter sent to us by the lawyers of Colonel Garma attesting to the fact that there was no pressure employed in the meeting that was held between Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante and Colonel Grijaldo. And with that, may I ask the committee secretary to please make sure that you provide this letter to Colonel Grijaldo, to his lawyer, to the Senate for the record, and to this committee, committee secretary. Thank you, Congresswoman Luis.
May I request likewise, Mr. Chair, that the letter of the lawyers be shared to the media in order to clean the name and the integrity of the Quad, most especially our two chairmen from the allegations, baseless allegations that were casted by Colonel Grijaldo about the alleged coercion and harassment committed by our chairman.
Comsec, please provide copies to the House of Representatives Media Group. Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. You may proceed.
Mr. Chair, I wish to bring back Colonel Asierto.
Colonel Asierto.
Yes, ma'am. Present po.
Colonel, can we have your monitor, your video?
Meron na po.
Technical group, please. Secretariat, can you...
Colonel, kanina po you were asked by the Honorable Flores, what really are the contents of your investigation report? I want to bring back this question because I do not understand why the former president has to reach that point that he made a pronouncement through the publication, which includes Malacanang offers 10 million for capture of Eduardo Asierto. And then Duterte asked military police, why is Asierto still alive? This is from Inquirer, Colonel. Ano po ba talaga ang laman ng investigation report ninyo for the president to make these extreme pronouncements?
Salamat po. Magandang hapon po ulit. Ang una pong report na ibinigay ko na natanggap ni Chief PNP Bato de la Rosa ay ang title po is Special Report Johnson Chua Drug Trafficking Syndicate. Dito po, binanggit ko lang po rito yung tatlong personality, si Johnson Chua, si Michael Yang, at si Alan Lim, na si Lin Wenqiong. Parang ang purpose po ng report ko is ipaalam ko sa aking mga superior na itong dalawang taong ito, si Michael Yang at si Alan Lim, ay mga involved sa droga. Sa unang report po is hindi ko pa binabanggit dito yung closeness nila kay Presidente Duterte at that time. Ang purpose ng talaga nito is ipaalam sa kanila itong dalawang tao as ay involved ay drug personalities na iniimbestigahan namin. Yun po ang purpose ko, ipaalam sa kanila at humingi ng kanilang advice kung anong magiging kung anong magiging instruction nila sa akin kung itutuloy ko yung investigasyon o hindi. Yun po yung pinaka-basic ng purpose ng report ko. Kaya lang po, hindi po pinansin. So, nagbigay po ako uli ng report Chief PNP Oscar Albayalde. Ang nakalagay naman ng title report doon is is Michael Yang and Alan Lim, person of interest in illegal drugs. Dito po is nabanggit ko na po rito na lagi po sila nakikitang kasama si Presidente Duterte. Ito na po yung pinaka-summary ng report na sinasabi ko na itong dalawang tao na involved sa illegal drugs ay malapit kay Presidente Duterte. Wala rin po nangyari. So, hindi po nila po binigyan ng feedback. Walang instruction ko anong gagawin. Hanggang sa, ayun na po, gusto na ako ipapatay. At ang una po kasing nagbanggit ng pangalan ni Michael Yang sa publiko ay si Presidente Duterte mismo. At ang kanyang sinasabi, si Michael Yang, ano lang daw siya? Adik lang daw siya. Hindi naman po yun ang laman ng report ko. So, nung lumabas po yun, talagang maisip ko na talagang ipapapatay na talaga ako dahil na-booking ko yung kanilang connection.
Colonel, with all due respect, Colonel, from your own admissions, ang sabi niyo po dun sa first report, basic lang. You made mention of the names of Michael Yang, Johnson Chua, and Alan Lim. And seemingly, you're asking for further investigation. Do you confirm this?
Opo. Kasi po, attached po dun sa report na yon ay yung information report na nakadetalye na po yung revelation ni confidential informant Panther.
And if I may continue, Colonel Asherto, on the second report that you sent to them, what you cited is the close relationship of the former president to Michael Yang. Do you confirm this also?
Opo. Kung
Tapos
gusto niyo po, basahin ko po yung first paragraph.
If I may continue, Colonel, please allow this representation to finish first. And we will lead towards that narrative of your asset or informant. Kanina din po, Colonel, tinanong din po kayo ni Congressman Keith Flores, anong evidence do you have against these people? And your answer were simply si Johnson Chua at saka si Alan Lim were involved in drugs back then. And these two people are associated with Michael Yang, no? So, if I will be basing my appreciation from those statements, parang meron pa ho akong gustong hingin sa inyo. Colonel, ano po yung ultimate facts na nag-gather nyo which made you believe that these people are really involved in the drug trade? Or should I say, ano po yung pinakamahalagang laman ng investigation report ninyo, Colonel Asherto?
Ang pinaka-importante po siguro ng laman ng report ko is yung closeness, yung pagiging kaibigan ni Presidente Duterte kay Michael Yang sa kay Alan Lim.
And you believe that this is the reason why the President took that report so negative against you to the extent that he offered 10 million for your capture and he's asking the police why you're still alive? Yun po ba yung dahilan? Dahil dinisclose nyo na may close relationship ang Presidente kay Michael Yang.
Wala na pong iba.
Kanina po, Colonel, may binabanggit po kayong narratives nang galing sa inyong asset which implicates these personalities into drug trade. Maari niyo po bang ikwento sa amin yun?
Opo, noong April po, 2016, panahon po ng kampanya, ibinigay po sa akin ng aking asset yung impormasyon tungkol kay Michael Yang at pinakita niya yung picture na nasa loob sila ng eroplano, magkatabi si Michael Yang saka si then Mayor Duterte at si Bongo na nasa likod. Ang sabi niya sa akin, Sir, yan si Michael Yang, involved yan dun sa Davao na ni-raid nyo dati. Sabi ko, bakit siya involved? Basta involved yan, sir, na dun sa Davao. At lagi niya kasama ngayon si Alan Lim. Sabi ko, sino naman si Alan Lim? Sabi niya, si Alan Lim, sir, yan yung nahuli sa Cavite. Pero na-dismiss ang kaso. So, yun po yung basic information na binigay sa akin noong 2016.
Colonel, I understand that your asset are giving or gave this information in confidence to you. Curious lang po ako. Do you see any possibility for this informant or asset to appear before this Quadcom hearing?
Sa totoo po, simula nung magtago ako, wala na po akong contact sa kanila eh. Hindi ko po nga ho alam kung because of the investigation doon sa Blue Ribbon, baka po nasunog sila eh. So hindi ko rin po alam kung buhay pa siya o nasaan na siya. Hindi ko po masagot kung pwede siya mag-appear dito.
Colonel, how genuine is the testimony that was given to you by this asset of yours?
I think what happened to me is the testimony na ito ngayon, ako yung hinahanap, gusto akong ipapatay. Eh kung hindi naman po totoo itong mga personality na itong si Michael Yang saka si Alan Lim, napakadali po nilang i-dispute eh. Sana ipinakita nila kagad si Alan Lim saka si Michael Yang. Si Alan Lim hindi na po nagpakita eh. Bakit hindi siya nagpakita? Kasi po meron siyang record sa drugs eh.
In other words, Colonel, the reason why you strongly believe that there is truth behind that information, not only because you believe that the information is genuine, is because of what happened to you as a repercussion of what you disclosed in the investigation report. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po. Saka yung po yung asset kasi is reliable po yung asset kasi.
I hope, Colonel, we can find ways on how we can locate this asset and see the possibility of having him in one of the Quadcom hearings, Colonel Asherto.
Pwede po yun. Wala pong problema yung sa akin. Ang problema lang ho is talagang masakit man aminin. Talagang hindi ko po alam kung talagang buhay pa siya eh. Kasi nung huli kami mag-usap bago ako magtago, pati siya daw hinahanap eh, ng sindikato. So,
Colonel, kanina po,
honestly,
nabanggit niyo po si Alan Lim, si Wen Li Shen, at si Wei Sean Lin. And you said that this pertained to one and the same person. Do you confirm that?
Opo, ang kanyang palaya po sa kanya, ang tawag sa kanya sa Chinese is Ayong.
Ayong. Nakikilala niyo po ba si Rose Nono Lin?
Hindi ko po kilala yan.
Can we have a quick question with Ma'am Rose Nono Lin? Do you confirm that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Wei Sean Lin refer to one and the same person?
No, Madam.
No. Who among these names is your husband?
Lin Wishong.
Lin Wei Sean. Lin Wei Sean.
Lin Wishong, Madam.
Lin Wei Sean.
Yes po, with G.
I understand that there are English names which are being used by Chinese. Does your husband have one?
He's using Lin Wishong.
Lin Wishong. But that is a Chinese name, tama
Yes
ba?
po, opo.
So wala ba siyang ginagamit na English name?
Some of his friends call him Jeffrey po.
Apat na. In the face of the testimony of Colonel Asherto that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Lin Wei Sean refer to one and the same person, what evidence can you offer to us to counter this testimony of Colonel Asherto?
I have my marriage contract that stated my only husband is Lin Wishong.
Okay.
Not Alan Lim, not another Wen Li. Sorry.
Apart from the marriage contract, ma'am, what else can you offer us?
I only have our marriage contract with me here.
I mean, for a big-time businessman who owns a lot of real properties, not only in the Philippines, but even abroad, I'm sure that you have an ample documents to offer us so we can rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto that these three names refer to one and the same person, and that is your husband.
Maybe I can, if it is okay, the ECR card of my husband.
ACR?
Yes. And also, if possible passport that my husband is Lin Wishong.
May we know how many passports does your husband have?
Only one.
Is it a Philippine passport or a Chinese passport?
Chinese passport po.
Chinese passport. So in no case did he obtain any Philippine passport?
No po.
What other documents, ma'am? We have here your marriage contract, the ACR, the Chinese passport. Maybe we can include also the birth certificate of your children?
Yes po.
How about the business permit?
Business permit, our companies po kasi is, ang mga business po namin is under the company's name.
Yes, can you please mention to us what business names are you using for your business operations?
Yeah, we have XRL.
XRL?
Yes po. We have Pile, na nandun po yung pangalan niya.
Pile?
Yes po, Pile Estate and Pile Holdings.
Pile Estate and Pile Holdings. And then?
Yan lang po yung may mga pangalan po siya na as I remember right now po.
Mr. Chair, I respectfully move that we request the submission of these documents from Ms. Rose Nonolin, the marriage contract, the ACR, the Chinese passport, the birth certificate of the children, and may I include the financial statement of XRL and the Pile Estate and the Pile Holdings, along with the articles of incorporation, ma'am?
Madam, it's okay po ba na makahingi po ng list ng mga hinihingi nyo sa akin para wala po akong kaligtaan?
Mr. Chair, we will be requesting the COMSEC to provide her the list of the documents that we will be requesting from Ms. Rose Nonolin.
COMSEC, please provide the list to Ms. Lin.
Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Congresswoman Luistro.
Yes, SDS Gonzales.
Mr. Chairman, Ma'am Rose Nonolin, can we invite your husband para sa hearing na to? At kayo po ang magdala ng imbitasyon niya. Pwede niyo po isama rito yung husband niyo?
Mr. Chairman, right now po, out of the country po siya.
Alam po namin yon, sinabi mo sa akin kanina. Nasa Hong Kong siya.
Yes,
Pero
Mr.
kung
Chair.
i-invite po namin, kayo ang mag-hand carry ng imbitasyon at asawa niyo po yan, siguro po pwede niyo isama dito sa hearing yung husband niyo para once and for all, matanong po natin siya.
Mr. Chair, pwede ko po dalhin yung invitation. But I can't promise po na sasama po siya sa akin para po sa pagdinig dito.
Bakit po?
Ay, hindi ko pa po alam kung ano yung maging desisyon niya, Mr. Chair.
Palagay ko po kung may imbitasyon naman po itong Quadcom na to, palagay ko naman po pupunta. Kasi para once and for all malaman natin. Or baka po kayo, Madam Rose Nonolin, hindi nyo alam kung ano pangalan ng husband nyo.
Mr. Chair, Lin Wishong po ang pangalan ng husband ko.
Ano po?
Lin Wishong.
Kaya nga, sa alam nyo, baka yun ang pangalan. Pero sa pagsasama nyo, ilang taon? Ilang years na po kayo magkasama?
Almost 15 years.
Almost 15 years. So almost 15 years, hindi nyo po alam talaga ang pangalan ng asawa nyo.
Ang alam ko po na pangalan ng asawa ko, Mr. Chair, Lin Wishong po.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, we will just invite the husband of Madam Rose Nonolin. I invited na ba?
Yes, he was invited previously, and I think for today's committee hearing, he was also invited.
Ipapadala natin.
We will be acting on that invitation later when before the committee adjourns this committee hearing, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
So, please proceed.
I wish to further request Ms. Rose Nonolin that with respect to the Chinese passport, if this is similar to a Philippine passport, she submit not only the information page, but also the thumb mark page and the signature page, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, if Ms. Rose Nonolin is generous enough to provide information, may we hear from her as well? Ano po ba ang mga business establishments nyo abroad?
Mr. Chair, kung okay lang po ba na yung mga businesses namin abroad, hindi, or pwede ko ibigay sa inyo through writing?
Can you please at least cite the names of your business establishments abroad?
Mayroon po kaming taxi company sa Hong Kong.
May we know the name?
It's Plus Elegance po.
Plus Elegance. What else, ma'am?
Mr. Chair, it's okay lang po ba na yung mga businesses sa abroad po namin na hindi naman po konektado po sa pagdinig na ito?
I
Hindi na
understand.
po.
I understand, Ms. Rose. However, we're trying to help you rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto that these three names pertain to one and the same person. And I'm sure that you will be happiest to prove na hindi nga siya itong Alan Lim at itong Wen Le Shen. Tama po ba?
Madam Chair, magsasubmit naman po ako ng mga hiningin po ninyong documents. Pero ang hinihingi ko lang po ay sana yung mga properties namin abroad at businesses, hayaan na po natin po doon.
Yes,
For
I
our
understand.
protection na rin po.
We are only trying to establish the identity because it is very hard to investigate on a certain person with three names, and we have here Colonel Asherto who's strongly testifying that this pertained to one and the same person, and that refers to your husband. So I think you should take advantage of this opportunity, Ms. Rose, to offer all these documents, to offer all this information so we can rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto.
Madam, ang sabi naman po ni Colonel Asherto, if may I po, ang sabi niya po simula 2016, hindi na po nagpakita a certain Alan Lim. Ang asawa ko po nandito, kaaalis niya lang po last May. So ibig sabihin po nun, kung hindi nagpapakita a certain Alan Lim, ang asawa ko po nagpapakita. So ibig sabihin po nun, hindi siya si Alan Lim.
But to be able to further prove that allegation of yours, I think the documents will be of big help to rule out this allegation of Colonel Asherto. Meanwhile, may I go back to Colonel Asherto, Mr. Chair? Colonel Asherto?
Opo, ma'am.
What proof do you have
Okay.
that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Wei Sean Lin refer to one and the same person? I remember during the hearing of dangerous drugs, that is prior to Quad, you even shared some slides of passports. If you still have
Meron po.
these documents.
Meron po. Meron pa rin po akong kopya ng kanyang passport na ini-issue noong 2011 po yata yun.
So can you please enlighten us, Colonel Asherto? What proof do we have?
Yung passport niya po na nakakuha po ako ng kopya ng passport niya.
Philippine passport
Ini-issue
po ba
ng-
ito o Chinese passport?
Chinese passport po.
Chinese
Ini-issue
passport.
nung March 14, 2011. Ini-issue dito sa Maynila. Ang expiry niya is 13 March 2021.
2021.
Opo, ang passport number is Gold 47972221.
Colonel, I remember we flash it in the screen. You share it before, during the hearing of the dangerous drugs. Pwede po ba ulit nating ma-share yun sa committee so we can share it with Ms. Rose Nono Lin?
Hindi ko po alam kung paano i-share sa inyo. Baka meron pong kopya yung secretariat po.
Well, the Secretariat will just get in touch with you, Colonel Asherto. Aside from the Chinese passport, what other proof do you have which lead to your conclusion that these three names pertain to one and the same person?
Ang pinaka-basis ko po is yung information ng anong asset, saka itong nakuwang mga dokumento, yung mga pictures, at hindi naman po ako gagawa ng kasinungalingan na report na maglalagay sa akin sa alanganin na pati po ang mga kasamahan ko na damay.
Colonel,
So ako po ay sigurado.
Yun pong
Sigurado po
Chinese,
akong 100%.
yun pong Chinese passport na binanggit nyo, does it bear the picture of Alan Lim?
Opo, may picture po siya.
And if you compare it with the pictures that were flashed po kanina in the screen, Secretariat, can you please assist Colonel Asherto? Colonel, marunong ho ba kayong mag-zoom ng picture?
Subukan ko po.
Secretariat, can we please flash all
Ang
together
alam ko po,
the
ang alam ko
pictures
po, meron ng
earlier
kopya
and the
ang
picture in
Secretariat.
in the Chinese passport?
ang alam ko po na ipasa ko na po yata ito eh.
Okay. So, Secretariat, I hope we can there. So this is the Chinese passport bearing the picture of, what is the name written in the passport, Colonel?
Lin Wenqiong.
Lin Wei Song. This is your husband,
Opo.
Ma'am Rose. This is your husband?
Madam Chair, pangalan po ng husband ko. Yan ang nasa passport.
How about the picture?
Pwede po pa-flash ulit and then pwede pa-zoom po.
Kindly flash the passport again. Paki-zoom daw po. Secretariat, please zoom the picture.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Siya po.
So you confirm that this is your husband?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Can we flash the other documents which Colonel Asherto has shared with us already? Colonel, ito ho bang passport na ito ba'y may signature at may thumb mark ni Lin Wei Song? Does it bear
wala po
the
eh.
signature and the thumb mark?
Picture lang po.
But I think, Mr. Chair, we can request for a copy of the complete essential pages of the passport with the embassy, if that will be possible.
We will write to the embassy to be able to access these records.
And it is important, Mr. Chair, that we include that page which bears the signature and the thumb mark of the bearer of the passport.
Comsec, please take note.
Do we have other documents pertaining to Alan Lim, Secretariat, which we can flash and share? So we can ask Ms. Rose Nono if she's willing to confirm that the same is her husband.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Congressman Gonzales.
May tanong lang po ako kay Rose Donolim. Ma'am, nung November 1st, kasama niyo si Alan Lim. Sabi niyo po kanina, tama po ba?
Kasama ko po si Lin Wei Song.
Kaya nga po, Alan Lim or that person, meron po ba kayong dalang picture niya ngayon para may compare natin dito?
Nung November po na pumunta po ako doon, wala po kaming picture.
Kung
Pero
wala
may
kang
mga pictures po ako na kasama siya.
Meron ka bang dalang picture dyan ngayon para may compare lang natin yung mukha ng asawa mo na pinakita sa screen at saka yung dala mo?
I'll check your Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I believe that there are pictures with the Secretariat. Can we flash them one by one? And we will be asking Ms. Rose Nonolin if she will confirm whether the same is her husband. I understand we are able to capture a picture of the spouses in Atlantis, the Palm in Dubai. This was Christmas Day of 2023. Paki-flash lang po. Miss Rose Nonolin, the picture on the right, that's you and your husband. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Can you share with us where this picture was taken?
That was taken po last Christmas sa Dubai.
How about the next picture?
Yan ang next picture po. Yan po yung time na pumunta po silang Davao para po magpaalam para sa Pharmally Biological na magtatayo po ng isang manufacturing or tawag po ay laboratory para po sa mga gamot.
So you confirm that the picture at the middle is also your husband?
Yes.
How about the third picture on the left?
Yes, Madam Chair.
That is also your husband?
Yes, Lin Wishong.
The two pictures, I hope you realize, were provided by Colonel Asierto. Colonel, tama po ba? Sa inyo nang galing itong dalawang pictures?
Opo, sa tingin ko po, sa akin po.
And you believe, Colonel Asierto, that these two pictures pertain to this Alan Lim, Wen Lishen, and Lin Weishong?
Madam Chair, gusto ko lang po i-clarify na yung mga pictures na po yon ay nanggaling at available po yan publicly sa website ng company before.
Okay.
Thank you po.
So, in other words, Ms. Rose Nonolin, you are confirming that the man in those pictures pertain to your husband?
Yes, Lin Wishong.
What you are denying is the name Alan Lim and the name Wen Li Shen.
Yes, because I
But-
never heard that name po.
For as long as this man is Lin Weishon, you confirm that he is Lin Weishon, your
Yes,
husband.
madam.
Do we have other pictures there? Secretariat? How about this one?
Yung may balbas po ay hindi po yan asawa ko. Yung isa po na nakangiti, yan po yan siya dahil nakuha rin po yan sa isang public documents or public site na mayroon siyang picture.
Of course, you understand that this picture is part of the initial profile of drug personality, which I believe is part of the investigation report of Colonel Asierto.
Yes, madam. Nakita ko na po yan last 2022 nung sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Tinanong na rin po yan sa akin.
And what do you comment about that?
Hindi po siya yan, yung may balbas.
How about the veracity of the information that he is a drug personality?
No, Madam Chair, hindi po. Dahil kung ang sinasabi po ni Colonel Asierto na 2003 na nandun po siya sa isang raid, ay dapat po nakasuhan na po siya. Ang sabi niya is dismiss. So kung dismiss, ibig sabihin, ang nakalagay po na pangalan niyan dyan, wala pong kaso yun.
Which raid are you referring to, ma'am?
Mayroon po siyang sinabi kanina na
2003
sa Cavite.
Mr. Chair, may I respectfully move as well that we request for the copy of the court records of the case of Alan Lim, which was dismissed back in 2003. Just for the committee to have an opportunity to compare all these documents and for us to be able to determine who really is this Lin Weishong and what is his connection to the two other names, Wen Lishen and Alan Lim.
Okay, COMSEC, please coordinate with the DOJ. Please proceed.
I believe, Mr. Chair, that this is a court case, so perhaps we need to course through our request with the Supreme Court.
COMSEC, please prepare the letter so that we can write to the Supreme Court to get records of the case mentioned by Congresswoman Luistro.
Colonel Asierto, during your last appearance in the dangerous drugs, that is before the Quadcom, you made mention about Aaron Aquino, Oscar Albayalde, and Wilkins Villanueva. Briefly, Colonel Asierto, what is the significance of the participation of these three personalities? Why you mentioned them in your testimony?
Una po, si Chief PNP Oscar Albayalde, binigyan ko po ng report at ang una po ay tinanggi niya at pinagbintangan niya pa ako kung anong sa pagpatay dun sa Koreano, yung smuggling ng AK-47 at wala siyang ginawa dun sa report ko. Si Director General Aaron Aquino, pinigyan ko rin po ng report. At nag-usap kami, kaya sa kanya, kinausap niya ako, at sabi niya i-report niya sa Malacanang. Kaya nung February, command conference sa Cebu, tinawagan niya ako at sinabihan niya ako na gusto akong kakausapin ako ni Ben sa Bongo tungkol dun sa report ko. Pero nung pumutok na yung issue sa amin, hindi niya na maalala kung kanino niya ibinigay yung report sa Malacanang. Nakakapagtaka po naman yon. Ito naman pong si Wilkins Villanueva, na classmate ko, during sa mga press conference sa Malacanang during COVID, sinabi niya na walang involvement si Michael Yang sa illegal drugs, at sinabi niya na yung picture ni Alan Lim, yung mugshot ni Alan Lim, at saka yung present picture ni Alan Lim ay magkaiba. So, ano pong ibig sabihin noon? Pinoprotektahan nila si Michael Yang saka si Alan Lim. Bakit nila pinoprotektahan? Kasi utos sa kanila ni Presidente Duterte at ni Bongo. Yun po yung
On the same hearing, Colonel Asierto, you also mentioned panagutin sa kasalanan si Senator Bongo, si Senator Bato de la Rosa, at si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Can you please enlighten us? What is the reason behind this articulation of yours?
Kasi po, sa akin pong palagay, sa nangyari sa amin, namatay ang aking si retired Master Sergeant Liwanag at hanggang ngayon missing pa si Captain Lito Perote na sila ang may kagagawan. At yung kanilang war on drug ay peke. Cover up lang yon. Ang pinapatay, yung maliliit, pero yung mga malalaking drug personalities, katulad ni Michael Yang at Alan Lim, ay pinotektahan nila.
Sa tingin niyo po, Colonel Asierto, what is the reason behind your allegation of cover-up? Ang pinapatay lang ay maliliit at yung malalaking drug lord like Alan Lim and Michael Yang ay pinoprotektahan nila. Ano po ang dahilan?
Kasi po nakapatong sila eh. Nakapatong sila sa binabayaran sila ng sindikato eh. Tingnan nyo lang po yung nagkinagawa ng investigasyon sa Quad. Ngayon po hindi lang po illegal drugs eh. Lumapad pa ho ang kanilang galamay eh. Meron ng pogo, meron ng mga acquisition ng land. Dapat to ito pag-aralan mabuti ng National Security Council sa Kanika. Baka ito po ay merong koneksyon sa nangyayari sa West Philippine Sea.
Colonel,
kasi po ang sindikato ng...
Yun pong ginamit niyong term is pumapatong? Tama ho ba?
Opo, pinotektahan kasi nila eh.
Ano po bang, can you please enlighten us, pag sinabi niyo ho bang pumapatong po sila dito sa drugs, ano hong ibig sabihin ng pumapatong?
Ibig sabihin po, pinoproteksyonan nila kapalit ng pera.
So what you wanted to tell us is these people are protector of the drug lords? Yun ho ba yun?
Opo, yun po ang simpleng
Last question, Colonel Asierto. Ngayon pong kaharap nyo si Jimmy Guban via Zoom. And admittedly, sinasabi niyang inimplicate niya kayo to save his life and the lives of his families. But apparently, dahil sa testimonya niyang yon, nasira din ang buhay ninyo. How do you feel now? Hindi ho ba kayo nagagalit kay Jimmy Guban?
Unang-una po, talaga pong hindi na kami nakapag-usap ni Jimmy Guban. Hindi ko pa siya nakakausap at ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa kanya dahil sinabi niya yung totoo kung ano talaga nangyari. At wala po akong galit sa kanya dahil alam ko naman pareho kaming biktima.
But of course, you realize, Colonel Asierto, if not for the testimony of Jimmy Guban, hindi ka magkakakaso. Hindi ka magkaka-warrant of arrest. Kayo po ba'y na-convict dun sa...
Hindi po ako na-convict doon dahil hindi po ako nag-appear eh. Kasi pag nilabanan ko po yung kaso, ikukulong ako, baka doon na rin po ako mamatay sa loob ng kulungan.
So you mean to say that the case is still pending in court?
Opo, nasa ano po eh. Naka-archive po kasi po nagkaroon na po ng desisyon yung kaso ni Jimmy. So, yung sa akin po na-archive.
Given the fact, Colonel Asierto, na si Jimmy Guban ay pinilit lamang para huwag masangkot at huwag mabanggit yung pangalan ng mga ni Michael Yang, ni Pulong, at saka ni Man Scarpio. I hope you realize also na dahil sa testimony ni Jimmy Guban, nagtatago kayo ngayon. At ilang taon na nga ho kayo nagtatago?
More than 6 years po.
More than 6 years. So I just want to take advantage of this opportunity. If there's one thing which you want to tell Jimmy Guban, ano bang gusto niyo sabihin kay Jimmy Guban ngayon?
Jimmy, salamat at tinama mo. At salamat sinabayan mo kung ilabas ang katotohanan. Wala akong galit sa'yo. Siguro tampo lang. Pero wala na yun. Sana gawin natin ito para kay Paddy na kaibigan natin, kay Lito, saka kay Jerry. Sabi ko nga sa iyo noon eh,